Hello, welcome to Home Studies e-learning for First. In today's lesson, we're looking at future tenses. So let's begin. Okay, let's start by looking at the simple future, where we use will plus the infinitive. Now we use this to talk about predictions, hopes and expectations. There's the form for you. So with the positive, we use will plus the infinitive, negative will not plus the infinitive, and the question form will and then the question with the infinitive. Now we often use this with verbs like believe, hope, think and expect. For example, I hope I'll be rich one day. Don't we all? Or Simon believes that he will be a famous singer. Now we can also use this structure with adverbs like probably, definitely, certainly. But remember, when we use these adverbs, they come after will and before won't. For example, I will probably go to Italy next year. Or she definitely won't be drinking alcohol now that she's pregnant. Now, we can use will to talk about decisions and offers made at the moment of speaking. I will cook dinner tonight. Or I'll carry those bags for you. Notice how we contract the I will with the apostrophe LL. Also, we can use this when the speaker believes or knows that something will happen. I will be working 5 days next week. You know that next week you will be working 5 days. Now let's have a look at going to. Remember, we use going to for plans and intentions that have been arranged before the moment of speaking. They've already been planned. So for the positive, it's am, is and are going to plus the infinitive. And the negative, am, is, are not going to plus the infinitive. And there's the question form for you. For example, I'm going to see a film tonight. It's a plan that's already arranged. Or I'm going to go away next weekend. Now when we use going to go together, we don't have to include the to go. That's why it's in brackets there. You can omit the infinitive there and just say, I'm going away next weekend. Now, what about predictions based on evidence? When we know something will certainly happen. In this case, we use going to. For example, it's going to rain. There are dark clouds in the sky. The evidence of the dark clouds. Or I feel dizzy. I'm going to pass out. We know we're feeling unwell, so there's the evidence. So I'm going to pass out. Now, another form is the present simple when we're talking about future events, but this is just for scheduled and timetabled events. For example, the bus leaves at 10:15 a.m. This event is in the future, but we use the present simple. Similarly, we use the present continuous to talk about plans or arrangements that have already been made. For example, my parents are buying a new car on Thursday. Thursday is in the future, but that plan has already been made. Okay, now let's turn our attention to the future continuous. So this is to describe actions and events that are in progress at a certain time. So, for example, we can use will be plus the verb plus the ing for the positive. The negative, will not be plus the verb plus the ing. And the question form, will be plus the verb plus the ing. For example, this time next week I will be boarding the plane to Mexico. Lucky me. So we're talking about an event in the future that will be in progress. Now let's look at the future perfect simple. This is to talk about actions and events that will be completed by a certain time. Now, in this tense, it's like we project ourselves into the future and look back at an action that will be completed at a time that's later than now. And we often use it with a time expression. There's the form. For positive, will have plus the past participle. Negative, will not have plus the past participle. And there's the question form for you. For example, they will have danced 8 different dances by the end of the competition. Now the future perfect continuous is for actions, events that continue to a certain time in the future. So there's the form for you. For positive, will have been plus the verb plus the ing. Negative, will not have been plus the verb plus the ing. And there's the question form for you. Again, it's like we project ourselves forward and then look back to refer to an action or event that's unfinished but will be finished at a future time. And it's often used with time expressions, like this one. On Monday, I will have been working there for 2 years. Now, let's look at the immediate future. We can use the phrase to be about to. Now, we use this if we're just about to do something. For example, I'm about to eat my dinner. I'm about to get the bus. I'm about to ring my father. So, the form there for you is for positive, am, is, are, plus about to, plus the infinitive, and the negative, am, is, are, not about to, plus the infinitive, and the question form there for you. Something we're just about to do. Okay, now if we want to ask for suggestions, ask for instructions and advice, we often use this. We use shall I or shall we plus the infinitive. For example, shall I wear this dress today? Or shall we go to the Italian restaurant for lunch? It's expressing a plan about the future. Okay, so that concludes our look at future tenses. And now it's test time. So, shall we do the test? Good luck.